Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, like I always say, welcome to the channel. Today is Friday, March 11th, and I hope that you are all doing very well and that you all had a great week and are looking forward to the weekend. In today's video, I want to give you guys an update. In my last video, I talked about my objectives I gave a recap of February, and I gave my objectives, my intentions for March, and I just want to kind of update you guys on that because a lot has happened in the last week and a half. So I sat for the Pennsylvania State Life Accident and Health Insurance exam last Thursday, March 3rd, and I'm here to announce that I passed the exam. They give you 170 minutes to do 160 questions. I did it in 80 minutes, and I passed it with flying colors, and I'm very, very happy about that. That was a huge step in getting me where I want to go with things, and I'm glad that it's done. And the next step after that was to come home and apply on the state's website to apply for my license, and I'm waiting for that paperwork to clear electronically. And excuse me, this past Monday I went to Monroeville and got my fingerprints done, which was a seamless 5-minute process, and I'm waiting for that to clear with the state as well. So it's just a waiting game at this point. Everything that I need to do has been done, and now I'm just waiting. So it's a great situation to be in. I'm very happy about it. It took me 2 months from the time I was granted access to the study materials, 2 months from the time I got access until I took the exam, about 2 months, with Ignite, recruitment, and other activities and things that I'm involved in. Completing the course wasn't really high up on the list on a daily basis, which is why it took me 2 months. You have to complete 3 courses and required reading and practice exams along the way, and you can't progress unless you pass the exam to move on to the next section. So it was a little bit of a drawn out process, but it paid off. It was through Excel Solutions, and it prepared me very well for the exam, let's just say. And I'm happy about that. I want to give you guys a little bit of I want to outline sort of a scenario, because I think that if anybody wants to do this, I just want to kind of give you some information about what the testing process looked like at the actual facility. You have the option to schedule a remote exam, but you have to have a laptop or a computer that has a secure that is new enough to facilitate the secure browser, which I don't. So I couldn't take it remotely here at home through Zoom and be proctored, digitally. But so I went to Greensburg, which is like 35 minutes away. That's the closest facility to me. I went to the PSI exam facility, and the people there were extremely nice, and it was a very seamless process. You fill out a form saying that you won't cheat or you won't bring, weapons into the facility or your phone or anything like that, and just a standard a security form to fill out, which was good, and you put your possessions in a bag and you get back there. One thing I do want to mention, if anybody who's watching this is low vision like me but can still see, I was worried about running into a situation where, because I didn't request accommodations when I scheduled the exam, I wanted to see how it would go without that, and I was worried going in that maybe the print on the words on the screen weren't going to be big enough for me to see, which would kind of impact my ability to pass the exam. So I brought my identification cane, even though I don't really require it to navigate too much. I brought my identification cane so that in the event that I would have been unable to see the words on the screen, I would have that with me as sort of like backing me up if I said, hey, I can't read this. Is there a way that we can make this bigger, or an accommodation that can be made? So if you're low vision and you have a cane, whether or not you actually need it to take the exam or to navigate or for mobility, I suggest bringing it because it just helps your cause. I didn't need to do that. The print was big enough for me, but it might not be big enough for other people. So just keep that in mind. So it's a useful tool in that situation instead of trying to have to explain it, but everyone was really nice, very professional, and I'm happy I decided to do this, and I'm excited to see what happens next. It was an incredible week. I'm going to have a great weekend. Hope you guys too, and I will see you all in the next video.